World of YouTube tearful sight here, and I need to share something that had recently happened to me, that's right. But in a way, I'm kind of glad that this happened. Yes, has been scammed. And I might as well tell you both stories. First one happened with DoorDash. And I won't say amount of money, but I will say this, is that I got a call one day. I might have mentioned this in another video, but if I didn't, here it is. Something very serious that happened. But I assure you that within the whole month of July, I eventually got my goddamn money back. But how the people got my money is insane. And in ways you can't help to say, dumbass. But in other ways, you need to learn from this experience. And I never had this happen again. And I'm sure it's a good experience for DoorDash too. Bear with me, I gotta do something. Because when I got a call from DoorDash, supposedly, it was due to the fact that my order was canceled. And they said, we're going to cancel that order right now and get you back on the road to your next stop. They said something about you might need a new card, and I'm thinking, what? Now, there was something that was going on with DoorDash that you added a card and get more, rewards on purchases in stores and stuff. And for some reason, I got that stuck in my head, and I thought that might have been why I was getting this, call or asked a question about a new card, and thinking, oh man, I'm thinking maybe that's the card that will give me the rewards every time I'd sign up with my card. Or you cannot use this card, it's not validated or whatever. But when you see the photo and the picture and how they use the rewards in the picture on the app, you see your card being handed in of what they give you, and it's like, wow, this person's got the same card as me and they're using it for rewards, but I can't use it. It's stupid. So that's what I kind of thought it was, is getting me a new card for a simple fact of, okay. So some substantial amount of money was stolen from me. Mind you, going to Apple Pay, Apple Credit. At first was Apple Credit. Then I got the money sent back because I said I didn't make these purchases on this freaking card. But it got stolen again. So 2 times. So the first time I went to Apple Pay or Apple Credit, and then it went to it was Apple Pay. Then it went to Apple Cash. That's what it was, Apple Cash. Which I don't have an Apple phone. I refuse to use any type of Apple product, phone-wise, because I learned that them goddamn phones break themselves. But, junk. I mean, I get as much out of the phone I use now than any type of Apple phone. I don't even care. But, anyways, to make a long story short, the person literally was dumb, and this is how they got caught. And this is how I got my money back a 3rd time. But it took me through the whole month because they kept saying through emails, we're going through this, we're going to investigate. And they said that, we gave you your money back. We can't give you your money back again, which they gave it back to me twice. And I'm thinking, wow, I'm going to lose all this friggin' money. I said, I didn't spend it on, I don't own Apple products, phones. I don't use Apple Cash Pay. And I was getting heated. So I went back into an email that was sent to me around the first time I got scammed and hacked. and learned, that the credit card that was used did not end in my credit card. So I had a number of 1205, and this credit card said 5309. It was one of them emails that it said, oh, we have resolved your problem, put the money back on your card. And I didn't even open it to look because I'm thinking, all right, I'm all set. But when I got stole the second time from the first round, I didn't think about going back to that email at all. But luckily I did, because the credit card that the money was put back on again was not the same credit card, like I said, that was mine. Numbers were different. So I had to literally take a picture of that card, take a picture of the email that was sent to me stating, oh, your money was put back on your card ending in 5903, or whatever it was. I know it started with a 5, but no big deal. And I said, this is the mistake. I have found the problem. This is why I got the money taken again and you refunded me and blah, blah, blah. I said, this is the wrong card. I took a picture of the friggin' card, the end of the numbers, circled the numbers. And once again, by the end of the month, 30th, I got my money back. I got a new card. And that's the thing, too. They said they were going to send me a new card and put that money back on that card. But they ended up putting it back on the card, right, like I said, that was hacked. And when they did that, the person hacked it again. So luckily, in the end, I got my money back, new card, and I ain't never got a call. But the last thing I said to one of the last people I talked to, the DoorDash, is there any chance that someone could have worked for you, got into your system, learned how to use it, and bang, all right, scamming people? And the guy's like, you know what, that is most definitely true. He's agreeing with me and everything. And said, don't get me wrong, this is how scammers learn shit. And it'll bring me to the next one. But before that, I'd like to mention that WZLX has mentioned, and this is why I'm doing the scamming thing, it's because WZLX has mentioned in, all around New England, there's a group of thieves, scammers, putting out identical parking tickets throughout New England. So anybody through this area, beware. They've hit the most spots so far as Connecticut and Rhode Island. So I'm sure they're moving up the coast. And I'm sure they're going to move all around the United States. If they don't, slam the hammer down on this. They're putting, websites, fake websites. They're putting on the scan barcodes. You can scan, QR scan codes. And they look identical to your state's parking ticket. So that means someone's literally taking a parking ticket, right? They take a printer, one of the hand printers now that you can have. Technology making everybody a great scammer out there. They print out the ticket on spot. You're sending your credit card information to these fake websites. And that will lead me to show you what happened to me with eBay. And PayPal, mind you. Shame on them. I mean, they have eventually, sided with me. But in the beginning, when I did all this, they told me you did legit, cash transfers to this person. I said, I did not do this. And what I'm going to show you next, well, it's what I sent to them. And yeah, they went to further investigate this. And then all of a sudden, now my PayPal's frozen up. I got to wait until my Amazon card comes in to get a amount that they took out of the card so I can, put it in. I already did my address update or something. And now I got to do all this update and shit just to keep get my full access to even buy anything off of PayPal now. What aggravation. If they would have just listened to me the first round, this wouldn't have friggin' happened. But due to the fact that the card this guy took the money off of, it was still pending. So the next day I got up, man, I was up all night like, I took my fucking money! And you're going to be insanely freaking impressed in ways, but, oh man, if there was a way, if I knew this was going to happen, and if I could have had another phone recording all this, not only would I got that guy's friggin' website where he puts his money in, which I'll show you, I could have got his password, username. He even threw up his, what is it, when you have an account and they ask you, questions, safety questions. Say, who is your dog's first name? This guy's, where did your father's date of birth was? I mean, not date of birth. Where was his birth? And he put in the town. He put in his password, and you could see the numbers as you put it in, and then it goes to a line. But you could see that if I knew this was going to happen, I would have recorded this. I could have stolen money from that prick. But I will admit that everything that happened went in my favor and then some. I ain't going to stand amount of money like I could have if I recorded this, but it paid off my credit card. And the guy didn't even steal a dime from me, because the next day, I called the credit card company and the stuff was still pending. And I told them this and I said, take that off now. They said, we're going to take that off, but we can give you a new card and cut it up so it won't go through. I said, even better. So with all these new technology things, boy, and making fake things like this, hey, technical difficulties. So here we have, now I did do a purchase in December. It was not anything through PayPal. And, no, I think I do use PayPal, but it definitely wasn't this amount of money. So, of course, it's saying, as you can see, you sent the payment to Coinbase Global. I never sent no payment to, this company. What I did I purchased one of them Amazon boxes. So, of course, everybody knows, and this was on Facebook, mind you. And mind you, I don't even trust anybody going through with this. If you see something on Amazon, it's most likely a scam. I'd stay the F away from it. And it's from, the Amazon box. And I purchased supposedly an Amazon box for like $59, $60. It's 59 some change. And I still haven't received it. And there's another thing that came up that I gotta call my credit card back. They said they would take it off if I don't receive it. And of course, the thing that whatever I ordered, I have been in contact through an email. They said they got my wrong address, but I know I put the right address when I put it in the first time. So I'm not giving my address again to some idiot. They're supposed to send me a box with, Amazon stuff that people either sent back or never, accepted. And that was one of them things. So I'm about to get that money back, but so I knew for a fact that, I'm thinking, what the F is this? And then I'm thinking maybe they took more money out than what they were supposed to. But like I said, I never went to this damn Coinbase Global. So, of course, I'm thinking, damn, I better call this and see if someone got my number somehow or used it. so to the last thing I did. And, well, let me go through that again a little quick, because anybody sees this, take a good look at this, and remember that number, because I will show you that it ain't the same. Because I got, PayPal customer service, but this is the number, wait a minute, 888-991-0358. 888-991-0358. Oh, this is what I sent. Well, anyways, PayPal customer service. As you can see, I have the number saved. I didn't show that number, but I can assure you it's different than this. So, but I'm thinking, a lot of companies do seem to intend to have other numbers for different offices throughout, or different things, but say so through billing. Sometimes that does happen, so that's why I didn't, just say so check the number, but I should have. But like I say, I'm glad that this did happen, because so I get on the phone with the guy, and he's asking me if I'm at a computer. So I don't use a computer. Can't afford it right now. I use a phone. He's like, all right, go to your Play Store and download this app. I'm like, wow, that's quick support. And I'm like, wow, why do I need to do all this just to get money sent back into my account? Because, the amount, as you could see, was $300-something. And I didn't purchase this. Well, I'm going to get your money back to you. And I'm, saying I didn't purchase this. So download this and I'll put your money right back in. So I download it. And this app literally lets the user on the other side control everything on your screen. I'm like, whoa. So I started getting this rotten pit in my stomach. Right? What is it? Trying to see, what was that damn protection call? Protect yourself. I don't know why I got that in there. That must have been for something else. But anyways, here he is telling me to do this, download this. All of a sudden, right, he's in control of my screen. He can go to any personal thing that I have, photos, go on my YouTube channel. It's like, wow. So then he tells me, to open up your PayPal and show me the card that you used to make this purchase. I thought it was my Amazon card. And I only have 2 cards. Well, I do have 3, but of course my DoorDash didn't have no money on it. And I think he might have tried getting into that one, but nope. He got into my Amazon card, and I said that's the one I tried, made the payment with, what I thought I made the payment with. So he gets on it, and he starts doing this and this, and then he starts typing in this. And this one, I screenshot. He's like, did you just screenshot? I said, oh, sorry, my fingers go numb. And I'll erase that when we're done. In a few minutes. I said, yeah, my fingers got numb. I was trying to hold the phone, and I hit the screenshot button. He fell for it, and he presses this in, and he signs in himself. So after that was said and done, we come up to this. And this is the IDT Express. This is this jerk's literally code. I mean, access to his money. And before this amount, there was $17,000. I don't know where he got that $9.98 from. But at $17,000, I watched it go up to 20. So, you know, and then I'm like, what the then I see him go off, and he goes back into my account. Very confusing. If only you could just see what he was doing. And he was in the PayPal, he went on the card, and he was, you know, going into my, send money. And I'm sitting there like, wow, what the and he's talking to me and everything, and I said, and I'm watching my account, because he's in the PayPal, $0. And I'm like, okay. I don't see my amount coming back in. He says, I got to do this so you can get your money back. I'm like, okay. But every time he go into my account, mind you, yeah, he was taking the money, and it finally drew up to this amount. And I'm sitting there like, how come your amount is getting larger and I don't see a dime in my account? He said, I got to do this. I said, I got to do this. If you want your money back, I'm like, well, it seems like you're taking money. You ain't giving no money back. And then he went back into my account, you know, got back in it, go back to my card. And I was like, you and I called him an effing C-U-N-T. Fucking cunt. So I know what you're doing. And I clicked on my little triangle button over here, and it went back. He went back into the account. He said, don't do that. I said, don't do that. I said, you're taking money. So I was lucky enough I said, I know what you're doing. I screenshot that. He's like, why you can't screenshot my stuff? He went back like this, went back to my photos. He was gonna delete this. So as he did this, I took another screenshot. It caught it again. But because he was going to try to delete that, I hit the arrow button again. Went back to the main screen, and he went back in my photos. Finally, I started pressing the power button to try and shut the phone off, but he kept, tapping things. He kept going back, and then we got a little tap war. Son of a bitch. And finally, I just held the power button. Nothing would move. It was on my main screen. Say the apps weren't up. His account wasn't up. The photos it was right at the main screen, and I held that power button. And he was trying to shut me down, but he couldn't after that. And as I was holding the power button, I was still trying to hit the arrow button back, but nothing would move. Finally, he must have gave up. Because all of a sudden, I got back on my phone, and I was able to shut it off. So I powered it off, turned it back on, everything was gone. I uninstalled that damn app. I, did what I had to do to, contact PayPal. And yeah, just the mere fact that this guy was on my friggin' screen, he could have got anything out of there of important information, or just photos and use them, or, whatever the case may be. And, I contacted PayPal that day, talking to him, and, they were going to look into it, and then I got an email because they filed a case saying, oh, this is a legit, transaction, and we are not doing nothing about this. So I sent them these pictures that I have, what I just showed you, this is his website, this is his page, and I mean, why would I be giving someone money and being on his page? How would I do that? This guy wouldn't let me on his page if he wasn't taking money. But do you honestly think he'd put me on his page to give me back money? I said in the email, and I wrote all this out. All of a sudden, they kept it to that, and they closed the case, they said. But obviously, they went back into all this, and finally, about a week ago, I got another email, and we have made a decision to give you limited access to your account until this is resolved. And out of all this, worrying, doing the most dumbest thing, but it wasn't dumb, because like I said in the beginning of this video, somehow, I don't know if they took the money out of his account or they just gave it back, but necessarily, I don't think PayPal would just give me back, money of theirs. So they had to have taken money out of this guy's account, and it paid off the rest of my credit card. Yes! I mean, I had left over on my card maybe $350, a payment of $350 left, all wiped out. So, I mean, in a way, it was a bad thing to sit there and think, let me give this guy my stupid, let me log into this app with him and give him all my information. But in other ways, it obviously sparked concern to PayPal. She should have done it in the beginning, and it led to my bill being paid off. Who's the con artist now, sucker? But in all seriousness, if I could have recorded this, I would have gotten that money right there in that account. But, I wasn't thinking this was going to happen. I should have had my other phone. And I've been thinking maybe I should go back and call this guy and say, hey, I'm sorry, man. Let me get that information back to you. But who knows how secretive he will be now. So I wouldn't even attempt to do that. But I would love to record. He gave his username, password, his security answer to a question. And if I would have recorded that, I could have gotten his money and ripped him off. Could have went straight into that account. Woo-hoo, that would have been nice. But at least I got my credit card paid off. That's about good enough for me. All in all, this guy did rack up 2 transactions. One of them, which is what paid the bill off, was $350, and the other one was $295. So almost, $607, almost $700 he would have got away with if I did not do these quick actions of holding the power button. But in the end, like I said, I got a bill paid off, so hey, good enough for me. But it only goes to show also, folks, how advanced people are getting just to get money out of you. And just like the parking tickets, beware. See a parking ticket on your car, bring it to the police. And that's right, you ask him if this is on file. And you make sure to tell them that there's been fake tickets going around. And I want this searched now by you. I'm not paying nothing till I know this is legit. And of course, they need to have that in their computer system. And I don't know why, in ways, I don't know why people do these kind of things. Because once it breaks wide open, what little money they did get, they got to go on to the next scam. Excuse me. So, Why they waste their time doing stuff like this is beyond me. And especially when you got someone like me, very smart, to say, fuck you, buddy. Now I got money from you. Just insane how this world's starting to go downhill, man. And technology is just bringing out the worst of people. But I thought I'd share my story, hey. It sucks. It really does. But investigating. If you have any comments or if you got something you don't think is right, comment me and let me check it out. Send me some photos. I'll let you know to see how fake it looks. I mean, everything that we went over in this video. I mean, I'm gonna got the guy's account right here. It's too bad I ain't got no passwords or nothing. I mean, or or names. User names. I meant to say, whoa! Woohoo! But other than that, man, you know, you gotta watch yourself. Ad funds now, I'd like to pay, enter amount. Yeah, right. Transaction. I'd like to know that guy's transaction history of how many other people he frickin' scammed with eBay. But I'm about to get start sending this to eBay too, so they know there's this idiot out there doing this shit. But yeah, it's insane. Everybody watch your backs, even though, you know, it's pretty sad you gotta watch your backs with friggin' serial killers, murderers, assholes, whatever, but now this. So, till that next video, folks, be safe, take care, and always watch it. It could look like something that you're gonna get, or let alone something. Oh, I didn't pay that. But you gotta watch it. You gotta do some investigating, folks, before you pay the price. Till the next video, out.